The world produces enough food to feed 10 billion people. So why are 800 million still going to bed hungry? World hunger isn't about scarcity, it's about systems, political, economic, logistical, failing at the most basic human level. In this video, we'll show how AI can redesign the global food system, expose the bottlenecks, and bring real-time logic to a world built on outdated motives. If you're into smart solutions that challenge the status quo, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We can't change the system without you. Let's drop into a food market in Lagos. Tomatoes are rotting on the sidewalk, sellers can't get them to market in time, and nobody can afford cold storage. Meanwhile, just 2 hours away, a drought-ravaged village is surviving on one meal a day. In the US, 30% of all food is wasted. School cafeterias toss perfectly edible meals while, across town, families line up at food banks. Globally, 828 million people suffer chronic hunger. That's not famine caused by crop failure, it's man-made. Corruption, logistics failure, war, and pricing systems designed for profit over need. And here's the kicker. The world produces enough food to feed everyone. Every single person. It's not a production problem, it's a coordination collapse. Let's talk about the billionaires, bureaucrats, and brands trying to solve hunger, or claiming to. Bill Gates has invested heavily in agricultural reform, patented seeds, tech-driven farming, AI, weather models. He now owns more farmland in the US than any other private citizen. Admirable? Maybe. But critics argue it centralizes control and locks developing nations into high-cost, low-agency seed contracts. Jeff Bezos, through the Bezos Earth Fund, is investing in sustainable agriculture and logistics. Amazon's infrastructure could, in theory, move food with unprecedented efficiency, but it's also a monopolistic platform that crushes local systems. Then there's Tom Vilsack, Secretary of Agriculture. Under his watch, US food policy has doubled down on subsidies for massive monocrops, soy, corn, wheat, not diversity or local resilience. USDA programs are tied to geopolitics more than human need. Now add the big five food corporations: Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Nestle, PepsiCo, and Unilever. They've built global empires on ultra-processed food, sugary drinks, and marketing dominance. They reach every village on Earth, but often deliver diabetes instead of nourishment. Their ad dollars drown out traditional diets, and their logistics systems serve profit, not public good. They have incredible reach, cash reserves, and embedded influence in food culture. But left unchecked, they continue to profit from human suffering. That's where strategy matters more than shame. These companies don't need to disappear. They need a new mission. Imagine what would happen if these corporations began measuring success not in market share, but in meals served that actually heal. Imagine if their marketing genius was redirected to make healthy food aspirational. That kind of pivot doesn't just reshape brands, it reshapes the future. And the transformation doesn't have to be slow. These brands already have the reach, they already have the factories, fleets, and billions in cash flow. It just takes a shift in mandate. AI gives them the roadmap. Regulation gives them the nudge. Consumers give them the final push. They have everything they need to be part of the solution, but first, they must admit they've been part of the problem. That shift in accountability is the first true step toward impact. It's not that these people or companies are villains. It's that they're operating inside a system optimized for power, patents, and exports, not hunger relief. Even good intentions get eaten alive in that machine. Let's say we hand this problem to an AI, not a robot overlord, a neutral, auditable, human-directed intelligence tasked with solving one thing: hunger. Phase 1, 0 to 6 months. Urgent action. AI begins by building a global real-time food map. Every crop, shipment, storage unit, and market price is logged. The system identifies waste points, political chokeholds, and urgent need. Then it audits the global food aid system. Every shipping lane, storage delay, and corrupt middleman is exposed. Governments still make the calls, but they can't hide behind excuses anymore. Finally, the AI begins analyzing patent-controlled seed systems, exposing pricing models that trap poor farmers, and recommending open-source seed alternatives suited to local conditions. Phase 2, 6 to 18 months. The rollout. AI designs plug-and-play micro-farming kits, solar-powered hydroponics, climate-adapted seeds, open-source manuals in local languages. These kits don't rely on imports. They build local resilience. At the same time, AI matches crop surpluses with underfed regions. Not just food shipments, but predictive routing to avoid rot, theft, and waste. And now, the pivot. The Big Five enter the solution. Coca-Cola's unmatched distribution network delivers nutrient kits and farming gear to last-mile villages. McDonald's uses its global cold chain logistics to move fresh produce and micro-farm components. Nestlé funds open-source water purification and irrigation projects. PepsiCo transforms its marketing empire into a global public health campaign, using AI data to target nutrition education. Unilever begins replacing junk food products with AI-optimized, locally sourced, nutrient-dense options. These companies don't do it out of charity. They do it because the AI system ties their licenses and global tax benefits to participation. Compliance means market access. Resistance means exposure. Phase 3, 2 to 5 years. Stabilization and impact. Now we go full spectrum. AI builds autonomous vertical farms in urban zones, refugee camps, and food deserts. It integrates real-time climate data to help local farmers adapt on the fly, and it creates a global food dignity index, a transparent public dashboard showing where hunger persists and whether it's caused by nature, policy, or plain indifference. What about our key figures? Gates can stay involved, but only if seed systems are open-sourced. His influence needs checks. Bezos should be stripped of exclusive logistics rights. Let Amazon help, but on a transparent, contract-regulated basis. Vilsack must redirect subsidies toward diversity and decentralization. Otherwise, he's out. Big Food must reform, use their reach and cash to meet nutrition metrics or lose their license to operate. Not everyone wants hunger solved. It sounds harsh, but for some regimes and companies, scarcity equals power. Some will argue AI is too complex, too risky. Others will reject it on ideological grounds. We don't want machines managing food. Fair. That's why AI doesn't make laws. It just shows the math. It eliminates excuses. It runs the numbers that humans have refused to face. There'll be backlash from farmers afraid of job loss, from politicians losing food as a bargaining chip. But those can be addressed with transitional support, education, and open-source farming tech. The Big Five will resist at first, but once aligned with public trust, they gain reputational capital, stable supply chains, and long-term growth. They pivot from poison to purpose. Remember, every major leap in history had resistance: electricity, vaccines, the internet. This is no different. It's just food this time. The most basic right. Picture a planet where food isn't a weapon, where no child dies because logistics failed, where a rural grandmother in Malawi uses the same AI weather model as a farmer in Kansas, where Gates' billions, Bezos' delivery lines, Vilsack's policy levers, and Big Food's machinery serve something higher than politics: survival. Imagine schools where every meal is nutrient mapped by AI for health, not just calories. Cities where vertical farms feed whole districts. Villages where a Coca-Cola truck delivers vitamin-enriched staples instead of soda. All monitored in real time by a global network that leaves no one invisible. This world isn't utopia. It's math, logic, code, choice. The would you live in this world? If this vision makes sense to you, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're building something smarter. Together.